Alrighty then, boys. Welcome to yet another video of me on this RB Leipzig save. It is the beta, of course, so I'm just going through the motions of a Football Manager save. So I finished the season. I got to about March. My game crashed about 3 times. I was trying to play Stuttgart. I beat them 4-2, and then game crashed right as it ended. Um, Went back on 2-1. Game crashed right as it ended. I went instant result of it 1-1. Simmed a week, game crashed. So I was like, what is going on? Submitted a ticket, restarted my PC, and I finally managed to make it to the end of the season. So I was a bit worried for my save because if I didn't have auto saves on, my whole thing would have been corrupted. And the 4 days I've spent playing this would have just gone to absolute waste, considering I've got dissertations right. You know, I've got uni to do, and I've spent it playing this instead. It would have been absolute painful. Um, but I've gone and won the league with this RB Leipzig team. Of course, 76 points is not really much to shout about. We did have Bayern Munich who were pretty rubbish. They lost 14 games this season. That's not what you'd expect from a Bayern Munich team. We had Borussia Dortmund falling into fifth, and we had Augsburg, Werder Bremen, Wolfsburg in the top three with us. So it's a bit of a confusing season. We'll go over a few results, look at a few players that I brought in, and competition wise, how do I get to the competition screen? Hold on. Competition screen would definitely be competitions on match day, of course. So we won the Bundesliga. We're expected to get qualification, UCL qualification. In the DFB Pokal, we were knocked out. Look at that final. Oh my god, what is going on in this save? Bochum Kaiserslautern. So we were knocked out around this round here against Karlsruher, sorry, who were then beat Fortuna Dusseldorf, so they made it to the semi-final, or they were knocked out by Kaiserslautern. So actually, this final is a Bundesliga 2 final. In DFB Pokal, that's pretty interesting, but pretty dog at the same time. Bundesliga wise, we won 4 losses, 7 draws, conceded. I will say the least amount of goals before checking. Yep, and scored the most. So of course we'll go over my tactic again. Um, None of my players were in expected 11, so that shows you the level that we were at. Recruitment wise, we'll do a little look at not transfer activity. We'll look at transfer history. So, what did I start with? I started by signing Ethan Mbappe for 1.2 million. Doesn't tell me the transfer fee there, but it was 1.2 million. Can I click that and it'll show me how much I spent? No, can't even click that. Interesting. Um, Francis Onyeka was brought into the squad as well, a young attacking midfielder, much like the rest of my players that I brought in. He actually signed for about 2 million, I believe, and I loaned him out to Willem too. Developing pretty well. He's played 12 games in the second division out in Holland. He looks pretty decent. He'll come back, go on loan again, most likely. With Jeff Ekator, who I brought in from Genoa, he did look decent, but I'm not a fan of strikers on this game. I can't lie to you. They've not been serving me too well. Not scoring too many goals at all. He's still 19 until just November, so it's alright. He scored 8 goals, 3 assists. It's not too bad. He didn't quite get what I wanted. He only made 5 XG from playing 17 games, so you gotta wonder what's kind of going on. I can't yet work out how to use a striker properly. Maher Carizzo played mostly from the bench. He's played 11 times from the bench. You can see there. He also started 7 times, more at the end of the season when I was testing my new formation out. He does look really good. He does. He is 20, so I'm a bit worried for development wise. I don't know how it looks on this year per development, or as per development. Pace, he looks good. His positioning is the only thing below 10 on his mentals, so they're extremely good. They're just going to keep improving as he gets older, those mentals. His technicals look great for what I'm after. Wide forward kind of technicals there. Perfect. He's got the perfect role for it, especially if we sell Johan Bakayoko this season. Christos Mouzakitis was playing a box-to-box midfielder role just to see if we could get some goals from him. Of course, didn't really work too well. I'm not sure on that kind of um, role. It might have to become a box-to-box playmaker that I'm looking into. They stay a bit deeper maybe and would then provide some passes rather than a goal perhaps. But he does look good. I'm not sure he's developed too much. His passing's great. His technique, his first touch. He's good on the ball. That's what I'm after. And he's physically developing as well. Josh King did come in as a big prospect. He did unfortunately get injured. I would have used him a lot more than 15 times. But he was very good when he was playing. 4 goals, 4 assists. We're looking at a very strong price tag right now for a 40 million purchase, I believe. We can check here, 35 million purchase, so just about that. But he was very good. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I've pressed the wrong button, so I'll need to get back to transfer history. Josh King, very good. Karim Alibegovic, a big fan of him in real life. I was playing him more in the attacking midfielder role. I didn't think he was quite a winger, but he does now that I'm really looking at him. He does look like a winger. Got injured recently towards the end of the season. He didn't play too much, about 10 games, getting 2 goals and an assist, but he has developed. I think subbing him on will have helped him quite a bit. He looks pretty decent. I signed Kasper Potolski. He got a lot of game time after he joined in January. A lot of those games will be from him playing for Mainz, which is where we signed him from. It was a massive money signing. Not quite there yet with his attributes, but I think with another season in our system, he'll make it work. Konstantinos Karetsas. Everybody should know this man in real life. He absolutely dogged Scotland when he played. When we got beat 3-0 at home. Earlier this year, sorry. I do really like him in that attacking midfield role, and him and Montoro and Josh King will go really well together if I play this new formation. Speaking of Montoro here, he is very fascinated with how he'll develop. They're not rating him as much as the others, maybe potential wise isn't as good, but I think he's as good, if not better. He's got 1 goal, 4 assists this season. Really pleased with how he is looking. He might get a loan move next season because I am struggling to sub players on. So just Aaron Okwa, he might get the loan move. It's really just dependent on what happens. Again, massive fan of these guys. Great potential. Hopefully they grow. And then George Salinas was my final purchase. Injured a bit too much for me this season, but he did manage to get 12 games, 1 assist, and dropped a 7 rating. So very pleased. Of course, he was playing centre back in possession and then wide centre back out. And that's all I can really ask for. Sorry, I was just seeing what the differences were between all of these. But he looks great. And he's just going to keep developing. I don't know about his potential. I've never really heard of him, to be honest. Comes from Racing Santander. But yeah, never really heard of him. We did have Christoph Baumgartner for half a season. If we check his season stats, it's not going to show him playing for us apparently. We'll check his career stats. Where he played for us this season and he was really good. 12 games, 5 goals, 5 assists before January, where we sold him on. So he was excellent. But it was worth selling. We sold Peter Galassi early on in this season last time. Just August. Timo Werner, Kevin Campbell, um, Benjamin Henriks, David Raum. So yeah, just getting rid of fullbacks and older players so that I could bring in younger options, which seemed to work. Future transfers doesn't seem to show you, but I have got Honest Ahanor. Honest Ahanor. What's not considered? Niels Ramming, Honest Ahanor, and Saba Karabashvili. Karabashvili will be going on loan. Not quite the level yet. Niels Ramming probably be our starting goalkeeper. I like how he's looking. He's got a good first touch, which you don't see out of regen goalkeepers. So it's interesting to see what he can do. We just need to work on his. It's funny to think, but it's final third. If you guys know what I'm talking about. And Honest Ahanor could be the ball playing centre back. Definitely. If you don't know him in real life, get to know. Phenomenal. Phenomenal player. But we will just start looking at other players like Mateo Palma. He's a good guy in real life. Look at those physicals, he's going to be a beast. We're going to have to sign him. Ethan Waneri, bit pricey, but again would take us to another level. His price has actually gone down further than I expected. And then Kenneth Eichhorn. This is on doubtful, so if we just go transfer interested, he'll probably not be there, which is disappointing. Yeah, so he's not there. But we are. The scouts are taking ages. I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but the scouts are taking ages to find some players. If I go to not recruitment budgets, recruitment focuses is what I'm looking for, so I can get to scout priorities. They take ages with these scout reports, and they only really do 4 at a time, and I'm not seeing a lot of different ones. I'm already getting players that I've already got scout reports on. So I'm not really too bothered, you know. So I could ask for them to stop. That's alright. We do have money for next season, 94 million ready to spend apparently. Of course, oh no, we don't have any clauses left to buy. We will look at the squad though. The squad for next season. If we look at selection info is what I was looking for. Go to goals and assists. We had Johan Bakayoko getting 11 and 11. Might look to sell him on. He does look really good, but you know the aim of the game. Antonio Nusa 10 and 6. Again, really good. Could develop more to be honest. Try to get a profit out of there. Romulo 9 goals, 2 assists. Again, strikers. I want more. But I am looking at other strikers like Jeff Ekator. And I have Conrad Harder out on loan as well, who'll just come back in to replace Romulo and move on from there. We have Jan Diamandi, who, when Nusa leaves, hopefully he can step up, which he's done pretty decent this season, 7 and 6. Maksimovic, who I've let play for the U19s as well, is developing nicely. Josh King, of course. There's Ethan Mbappe, who I don't know if I'd play him when he comes back. Maher Kritso if Johan Bakayoko leaves. Karetsas, Ali Begovic, who might be out on loan next season. Benzuzi, 21 years old now, wanted by Celesti. Who's Celesti? Napoli? We're looking at Napoli there. Or no? No, we're not looking at Lazio, my mistake. Lazio. Okay. So yeah, just thought I'd make a little update there. This is the tactic I was testing. It seemed to work alright. I can't remember if we did lose one game. So probably from about, I think we won the league here. We won the league here, so I was playing the new formation in these four, and we got 2 wins, a loss, and a draw. The draw and the loss coming away from home, with our home games being wins where we scored 3 goals, so it's interesting. We did get away wins with our old formation, which was the 3 at the back, and then a 1-0 win at home as well. Bit of a rough patch where we got 2 draws, a loss, and a win through 4 games, but of course we were winning quite a bit through the season as well. So I'll probably make a video after my transfer window next season, or if anything else comes up. Actually, I did have a youth intake. If we can just try find some of them, like Carson Haas. He's a fullback. Don't use fullbacks, so hopefully he can play centre back. Marcel Zimmerman. You know, my game crashed after I got the youth intake, and then I came back on, and all their potentials had changed. So it's funny. It's just interesting, but yeah. That should be me until the next episode. I guess this is episode 1, because other 2 videos I've posted were nothing to do with this, really. Just talking about scouting and my tactics. This is more focused. focused, yeah. On the Youth to Gold as a whole. So yeah, I'll just see you in the next season.